Hello everyone. We are here today on my back porch because we're about to dive into a very special 727 transmission. Alright, now you may be asking, what makes this transmission so special? Well, this is a 1965 cable shift slip yoke 727 transmission. And the another thing that makes this special is in 1965 they had a different mechanism for the parking pawl, and that's that right there. So this transmission has a lot of 1 year only parts, like the tail shaft with the output shaft with the slip yoke. The valve body is supposed to be a 1 year only, and everything. The 61 to 64 61 to 65 727s had dual pumps, had one in the front and one in the back. So this is one that I have never had my hands on before, and I don't think I've seen any videos on them before. So I want to break into this one before I put it in my storage drum that I built. I want to break into it. See if the insides see if I can notice anything different in the main core, and to see what this dual pump and everything else looks like. So let's get the camera set up and get down on it. Alright, we're going to start off with the valve body here. With the we're going to get the valve body off, and I've already had this pan off to see what the inside looks like, because this transmission had been sitting outside for a little bit. But and the inside looked pretty good, so I put the pan back on. The only rust I saw was what was in the bottom of the pan. So and I cleaned that. I'm pretty sure I cleaned that out. There might be some residual stuff in there, but let's go ahead and get this off. Go. Got a little bit of goop over here. I'm gonna try to get that cleaned up. Alright, this plate on the bottom here is new. Haven't seen that before. Still has the same 10 bolts. Pretty sure that's the same. There we go. There's no arm that goes back in the transmission because it has a different way it puts it in park. So that is interesting. Valve body looks really good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions on that. It's got the accumulator spring. See if it's got one underneath it. Okay, it does not have an accumulator spring underneath it. Okay. I'm not going to take these out because those are going to be the same. That looks about normal. There's the pump. Pump has a little shield on it. I don't think I've seen that before. Not sure what that's for. The rest of the pump looks about normal. Now I know this input shaft, it does have a different spline count. The older ones do have a different spline count, and I do actually have the torque converter for this one. Alright, here's the front band. It's a solid band. Looks pretty okay too. And this has 4 clutches in it. That's nice. 4 clutches. Everything looks normal on that one. Without taking it apart, everything looks normal. The front clutch drum also has 4 clutches, which is nice. Not a lot of play in that Belleville spring. Got a little bit. Everything looks normal on that one too. Like I said, aside from the input shaft, this does have a different spline count. We got 3-gear planetaries. Get the camera in closer. We got 3-gear planetaries. Once again, these look normal. Don't see a lot of wear in them. There's a couple of marks. That's weird. Looks okay though. Thrust washers don't look like they have a lot of wear on them. So far, everything I'm seeing is pretty much normal looking. There's some blue stuff on this one. That's weird. Never seen that before. It's got like a blue residue on here. Everything looks okay. Alright, this rear drum looks good. Looks the same as the other ones. Might be some small differences in them, but functionally it looks the same. Maybe a tiny bit different. The sprag looks about the same. The rear band looks good. I'm not going to worry about taking it out. Shaft still turns really good. I might go ahead and take this out. So I can clean the case out really good. Rear band looks okay. This transmission would probably work. If you put it in something, it would probably work. Well, that does it for the inside. The only thing I think that's really different is the input shaft. I believe all the internals are the same. Now let's get this flipped up and work on that tail shaft. Alright, this I believe is the parking pawl assembly. The bolts holding on the tail shaft going around all here are they all look the same as any other 727. There's one special bolt right here. It is a longer bolt to hold on the rest of the tail shaft housing, and goes through some stuff on here, I think. Well, let's take off this cover and look at it. That's the parking pawl assembly. Okay. It's interesting. Okay. Okay, cool. So a cable would go in here, would push in on this, and that puts it into park. Cool. And it looks like the bolts holding this long special bolt that holds on the tail shaft also goes through the parking pawl assembly. Let's get it out. Hopefully that's not going to be too difficult to get back in. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's the spring. It just rests in there. That goes right there. Then the bolt goes through it. Cool. I'm gonna get a baggie for that so I don't lose any of it. Now right here, it's got a similar situation with the tail shaft bearing. Got to, we have to get a screwdriver in the somewhere. There we go. inside of the tail shaft. Nothing special in there. It's just the snap ring and the bushing down here. All right. Oh, okay. Now on the tail shaft here, this is a gasket for the slip yoke that goes in. The 65 actually had a gasket right here. So that gasket's intact. Cool. Even still has the Chrysler logo on it. And this back here, oh, that's a ball that goes in there. Okay. Okay. Looks like this rear pump is driven off a ball bearing that goes in right there. Don't want to lose that. The governor assembly looks about the same. The parking pawl assembly looks pretty much the same. The governor assembly is right here. Without taking it apart, it looks about the same. And this is what I was wanting to see. See if you can get a real good look in there. And that's the rear pump assembly. It's still moving real nice. Very good. I'm not going to take this apart because I don't want to mess anything up, because it still looks really terrific. It's not really too dirty in here, so I'm going to leave that like it is. But there we go. That is really cool. Let's see if I can get this back together. May have to put this thing vertical or horizontal. Camera out of the way. There we go. Get that ball in. There we go. Cool. Sorry about that, a little zoomed in. But there we go. That is really cool. Well, there we have it. There's the disassembly of a 1 year only 1965 slip yoke cable shift 727. I have wanted to get my hands on one of these for a good while, mainly just to see how that second pump at the rear actually hooked up and actually worked. And it was really cool to see the different parking pawl situation on this one and the valve body and everything. So it's all back together now that I've had my eyes on it. Everything inside is good. Internals look pretty much the same compared to a newer 727. Depending on the year, there could be some differences on the splines with the planetary gears, but in general, everything looks about the same. Now that I've gone through it, now that I've had my eyes on it, satisfied my curiosity, it can go in my storage barrel until something happens. I don't know. But there we are. There's the video. If you liked the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and see you in the next one.